Hey everybody. I'll just wait for some people to hop on. I put my face on for y'all today. But I'll just wait and see who hops on. Hello Dorothy. Hello Chelsea. Hello Takesha. How is everybody doing tonight? Hey Kim. Hello Mickey from America. Hello. Treen. Shouldn't you be in bed, Mickey? All right. We have a lot, and my buddy Jessica Miller. We have a lot to cover tonight, and it's going to be broken into 2 sections. And I'm probably not going to be talking as boisterous and like full of jazz hands as I normally am. For those of you who don't know, my face, I'm taking antibiotics because this side of my face is really swollen. It's gone down a lot since yesterday. So I'm like, but it's very painful. So I have taken drugs before I started this. But it's hard for me to laugh because it still hurts. So be gentle with me. Thank you. And yeah, just you're gonna have to put up with me like this today. Tomorrow I'm just laying on the couch. Wednesdays, Wunder Wednesday, every Wednesday. Thanks. Wunder Wednesday is my day off usually, so I tend not to be as active on social media and things like that unless I'm just bored and hanging out. Yeah, my hair is really long. It's gonna grow into a mullet at some point, because I can't cut that part. I'm a hairdresser, so I can cut and color. So the rest of I'm okay with, but it's still long here. So yeah. Thank you. All right. So based on who's on here right now, if you are a new consultant and you're just hopping on, can everybody just say hi so I know who's here? Thank you. There's Adana. She's new. Please say hello when you hop on. It gives me kind of a... Should we start with new? Hi, Ange Russell. We will talk, Serena. We will talk. Hey, Alicia Reed. So excited that you're in here. Hello, Takesha. All right. So should we do new teamies first? Or should we do new sponsors first? Which would you prefer? I also, hey Anna. For those of you, this is in the team page. It's a goal tracker. May 1st started a new Scentsy year. So print one of these buggers off and you can get yourself a $1,600 bonus or a $560 bonus, plus trophies and lots of other things. So print that out for the new year. That's a good thing to aim for. Do new teamies first. Hello, Misty Fletcher. All right. New teamies. Since Ange, you choose. You kiss ass. Teamies, because Leslie's about to go to 20. Okay, don't make me laugh. Remember, it hurts. All right, new teamies. So I sat and I actually did this twice because the first time I think I was being really, really patty. My 10 top teamies tips. If you have a pen and paper, I suggest you have them because I'm going to give you some things. If you have teamies on here, then you want to make sure, or if they're not on here, you want to make sure that you know what I'm telling them so that you can kind of follow up with your teamies, okay? So let's talk new teamies. First, welcome. Welcome to Team Wunder Bar. I am Patty Wunder, your Scentsy director, and I am obviously American, but I live in New Zealand. I've been here like 13 years, a little over 13 years actually, and I have done Scentsy since 2015. I started the day they launched here in New Zealand, and I never had to go back to work. So this is my full-time jam, and I'm so happy about that. And please say hello, everybody that hops on. We have, since the 1st of May, we have gotten 27 new people. Well, 25 new consultants in Team Wunder Bar, but 2 reinstatements. So welcome, whoever is here. It's going to stay in the team page, so if you have to leave, you can. Hello, Haley. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Joe. All right. So you got I might do this a lot because it feels better when I hold my sore face. First, make sure, and new recruiters, make sure that you guys have your PWS, which stands for personal website, active and sorted. Here's why. You get it free for 3 months. So why wouldn't you have it? You can cancel after 3 months if you want, or you continue. In New Zealand, it's $18 a month after that. But right now, during level 3 or level 2 or level 4 or whatever the freaking level we're going to be in, more people are shopping online because they don't want the touching and the delivery. Seriously, my PWS orders have gone up. You cannot recruit without a PWS. You cannot build your business without a PWS. There's also a catalog on your PWS for Australia and New Zealand. There is, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of your PWS, there is it says view catalog, and they have a flip catalog on there. So you just copy your browser bar and send that to every single person you know. Don't spam them, but send it, after you've had a conversation. And that way they can basically see your catalog, but they're already on your website, so they can shop too. So please, 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 if you do not have your PWS signed up, please set up your PWS. Also, do everything on your home screen of Workstation, because that checklist is very important. And go through it with your sponsor if you're not sure how or what to do on it, but you do need to have that completed by your 70th day at the maximum. You should have it done way before then. Because if it's not done, and even if you got the sales or the teamies to get Sensational Start, if that checklist isn't done, you don't get it. You don't get all the stuff. So make sure you get that checklist done. Hi, Brooke. Also play on your PWS. Go through and click on things. Go see where everything is. Pretend you're doing an order and then you can just delete it. But go through what your customers will go through so that when they have to and they have questions, you know kind of what they're going through, right? Okay. The other thing is, if we have limited time offers like the Cinderella carriage this morning, I was on a director call today, and that new Good Vibes collection, they forecasted those numbers of how many to have of everything 8 months ago. So if you really love those things and your customers really love those things, you are going to want to hop on your website as fast as possible on the release day and order them off of your website. People will, if they really want it, they will pay the extra shipping. They don't care. But if they want to chance it until you have a whole order put together, cool. But while you're trying to put a whole order through and process payment, things will have sold out. So this is why it's really important to have your PWS. I'm just going to say PWS, but it's your website. setup. Thanks, Heidi. So flash sales only take place using your website. Limited time offers when Darth Vader comes back next month, when the child comes out next month, there's so many things coming out. Most things you want to make sure people are ordering off your website, or you are ordering off your website and direct shipping to them so that it ensures that they get it. I just say, here's what your total is with the 20% shipping or $15 shipping, whatever it is. Or you can risk it and I can put it through a full order at the end of the week if it's still available. And I leave it up to them. If they don't care if they lose it, cool. But if they really want it, they already know. My customers already know. You want it, you're paying for shipping, because that's the only way you're going to for sure get it. So please, please, please know that $18 a month after the 3 months, your first 3 months are free. It's $18 New Zealand. It's so worth it. Plus, you look professional, and everybody's shopping online right now during all of this coronavirus stuff. So that's my first tip. Get your PWS sorted. Please go through and personalize. Put a good picture of you smiling. Personalize it to you can pick your favorite scents and what you love warming in your house. And you can tell the story of like why you joined Scentsy and you know, because most of you join because you love the product. So if your parents talk about you having kids, and there's going to be things that people relate to you about that they don't relate to me about, because I'm allergic to kids, as you all know. So, and most of you, well, actually, some of you new ones don't know that about me. I'm allergic to children. But keep the dogs and cats coming. All right. 2, go through the new consultant album in Team Wunder Bar. Don't just look at the picture. Click on the picture and read everything. Okay? I put this together so that it would block out some questions. There's logo stuff in there. There's what your order shipping looks like. And there's lots of different things. There's now I've added something about returning products because a lot of New Zealanders didn't know that. So absolutely, Serena. So go through those new consultant album. It's there to help you take some of that overwhelm away and go, oh, right, that's what that's about. Okay. And direct you to other places. Hey, Sarah. Under announcements, there is something called Linktree, and it looks just like a box and it says your director's proud of you or whatever. If you click on that, I have set up an entire menu of how to do things in Scentsy. You just have to click which link you want. So again, I'm trying to help the sponsors and help the teamies be more self-sufficient, and those answers are there. So make sure as sponsors, you know what's there, but also as new teamies, go click on things and see how to do things. Because the more self-sufficient you are, the more confident you feel. If you're always feeling lost and you're always feeling like you have to ask questions, it's not a confident feeling, and we want you feeling confident and good, right? Okay. The other thing I'm going to tell you to do is look under units and announcements in the team page. There's both. And the reason why there's units, there is a Disney compliance unit. There is a how to work your Facebook business unit. There is also there's Disney compliance, and then there's regular compliance as well. But read the announcements. I have announcements that I want you to remember and be able to easily access, because we have so many things coming through the page, especially lately. So if it's in announcements, that means it's important. And if it's in units, it's really important. And then you have the albums, and there's lots of albums. Sometimes it shows you like 5, but if you click the arrow, it'll tell you there's like 13 albums there. So there's lots of good information in there. The other thing I would I'm almost begging you to go and join the official Scentsy Consultant Australia New Zealand Facebook page, and you have to answer the questions. Do not just go yep and then back away. You need to answer the questions. And you can invite people, like I'm trusted with some of those things, but you need to answer the questions. So go in, ask to be let into the page, and then answer the quick questions. Now, In the About section, I'm going to tell you, in the About section of Team Wunder Bar, there is a list. I think there's 7. Let me go look. Oh, there's 17. Sorry. There's 17, but I have them in order of what I think. So if you go into the About section of the team page, it will have recommended by the admins. There is 17 groups or pages that I recommend you follow. Now, if things overwhelm you easily, do not join them all right now. Just wait. But the All About Samples group is going to show you how to make samples. It's going to blow your mind and inspire you like the pants off of you. And it's going to have all the little things that we have for the tags that we put on our samples when we give people. Everything's basically done for us. We just have to print them out and cut them. So use that. All About Samples group. And then the one next to it is the official Scentsy Consultant Australia New Zealand group. So you can join it there. There's also the Discover Your Aha Moments group. That one has training for days, but really, really good training. But look under the units for that one as well. There's also a United We Rise. I'm just expanding. And what are some of the other ones? There's some more in there. So when you go to the About section of Team Wunder Bar, it will show you recommended things by admin. I have them kind of in order of how I feel people like them and use them. But the All About Samples and the official Scentsy group and the Aha Moments are really, really good. And then you'll see me sharing things as we go on from other groups. United We Rise. Elevate's another one that's really good. That's kind of our Scentsy family, Elevate. Yeah, Serena, you can invite them, but if they don't answer the questions, they won't be let in. So just direct people there and make sure that they read everything. They have to answer the questions. The other thing about these groups, when you're a new consultant, it will ask you usually, are you an active consultant? You usually say yes. It'll ask you what your PWS address is. And it will ask you if they look at your page, if they can tell you're a Scentsy consultant. Which means somewhere on your page, they should be able to, even if they're not your friend, know that you're a Scentsy consultant. Whether it's in the bio, whether it's in your photo, whether it's in your banner, whatever, people should know that you are a Scentsy consultant. And that is basically because they want people that are serious and not people that are just in and then they're going to be kidnappers and then head out. Because then they have to go through and try to figure out who leaves. I'm quite good because I'll go through the who's in the group every once in a while because your friends come up first and I'll just send them screenshots and go, she's not in anymore, she's not in anymore, she's not. And so that helps them out a little bit and they can weed through them because there's a lot of people in those groups. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. But All About Samples and the Australia New Zealand consultant group, really important, really important. Number 3, list of 100. Your sponsor should already tell you that most of you have started within the last couple days. So the first thing you want to do is sit down, get a notebook, and just write down every single person you've ever known since birth till today. And don't assume. And don't overthink it. Just write the names down. You're going to check your phone. You're going to check Facebook. You're going to think about school. You're going to think about jobs that you've had or your partner's jobs and the people at their jobs and who have you met at Christmas parties at different jobs and who did you used to work with and where do you shop and all those things. Every person, that's your goal. Just sit and brainstorm about everybody. And then you will sit down and your sponsor will tell you how to go forward with that. But basically, those are the people that are going to be like, oh my gosh, I just started my own business and I would love to tell you about it. Do you like things that smell good? Let them answer. and they go, oh my gosh, well, here's my catalog link and I would love to get your opinion. Have a look. Let me know if you have any questions and send them your catalog link. Right now, we're not doing as many, we can't do Scentsy parties in person, but we can do them online, and you can do online bingo parties. There's so many things. Scentsy's had record-breaking months during lockdown. So people are wanting to be entertained and shop online from home. So the only thing that stands in your way is you. So kick your stinking thinking and make a plan with your sponsor and put some things into action and earn some extra money during lockdown. Hey, because you're probably going to want to spend a storm when you get out of there. Yes. All right. The other thing in that same category is Amy. Make sure that you talk to your sponsor about the Sell with Amy app. The sooner you get into it, the better it is. And new consultants get it free for a while now. We used to get it for 30 days, but I think it's for the 70 days now. I'm not sure, but you want to use that because it will help you follow up with people. It'll help you have good customer service. It will help you make sure that you don't forget anybody or that they fall through the cracks, especially if your brain's like mine is. It reminds you, it syncs with Workstation. So once your customer's in there, it shoots it into there and it tells you when you need to be following up with people going, hey, you should check in and see how, hey, this person placed their order. You want to say thank you. Alicia will know she used to get my texts. As soon as she placed an order, she got a text. After she got the order, she got another text. 30-day, it is 30-day freeze. Oh, that maybe that was just a special that they did, but definitely do the 30-day free and try it. It will change your life and make things so much easier than trying to sort it and remember it yourself. So, because when people fall through the cracks, other people will pick them up and they will become their customers. So the better you take care of them and the more you talk with your customers and touch base with them, the better customer service it is and they feel more taken care of and you create that relationship and you build the relationship. But then, yeah, so thank you for the order. And then after I delivered it, I would get another reminder that says follow up and see if everything's working correctly. And then usually I have it set for 2 months after that I check in with them and see how they're doing. So otherwise you're going to have to do that. The 222 is usually, it's so good. I tried so many things and I wasn't bad because I'm pretty organized, but damn, that app, honest to God, what do we pay for that a month? I think we pay $14 a month for that, maybe. I think. I've got it free for the year because I earned it in an incentive to get it free for the year, but I was using it before then. But I would pay $50 a month for that app. Absolutely, without a doubt, I would pay $50. I was thinking about the other day, I'm like, they could raise that, they could double it, and I'd still pay it because it changed my business. All right, number 4, breathe. There's a lot of stuff to take in, and you guys came in at a funny time right in the beginning of the month. Thank you, Dorothy. Because we had everybody joining, and then today, the first Tuesday of every month, I schedule all recognition. So I work on that on the first Monday of the month and have it scheduled Tuesday while I'm sleeping. And so today just was crazy. So I understand. You're just like, damn, these people are nuts. It will quiet down now a little bit. But what I want you to do is focus on one thing at a time. There's so much out there. You could be in Scentsy world 24/7, 365. I swear. But don't. Just focus on one thing at a time. You don't have to know everything. You don't have to be prepping for everything. You do not need a Facebook business page the first day. A Facebook business page takes time and it takes effort and it takes consistency and it's it's a layering process. It is something that you build and build and build. And if you do something gimmicky where you try to like, hey, get this many likes, if they aren't interacting with your posts, they're not going to see them anyway. So who cares about the number? Don't worry about the number of followers. Worry about the quality of followers. Okay. the people that interact. And when people interact, you know, private message them, go, thank you so much for commenting on my post. You may not know this, but that helps me with my business, because it does. If you don't know Facebook and Facebook algorithms and how they work, you're just kind of shooting in the sky and hoping you hit something. It's very, so that is not a major, you have to do it today thing. That's something that you can work on over time. And, you know, within your first maybe 70 days, you can set that up. And when you're relaxed about it, and you can kind of take it as you are. But in the beginning, your first and only priority is step one. And step one is your first 15 days. That's all that's in your brain. That's all that you need to worry about. Your first 15 days. Get that 500 PRV in your first 15 days. And really, to be honest, with your sponsor's help, you should feel like a host. Your sponsor is going to be helping you post, is going to go probably live in an event, is going to be coaching you how to have a successful 15 days and get those sales in. Because it's the same thing we do with people that are having a party and they want to earn a free diffuser, or they want to earn this. You're basically coaching them. And so you're going to, yeah, I bet you are. No doubt in my mind, Alicia Reed. You're going to want to make sure that you and your sponsor are staying in close contact, and you are helping your team to get your new teamie, you, to the shooting star. Because let me tell you what, when you earn shooting star, you get a charm bracelet, you get a charm, you get a certificate, and you get lifetime recognition at all Scentsy events. But you also get this hugely discounted kit of stuff, for like heavily discounted, and it basically finishes out your kit. It's got a diffuser in it, it's got warmers in it, it's got lots of things in it, okay? So if you're somebody that just came in to get your stuff for yourself, you still want free product. So why not go for this and try to get all the free product that you can, or discounted product as you can, right off the bat, okay? So really, the first 15 days, it's just sharing. It is just sharing and talking to people and contacting people and collecting orders and working with your sponsor, okay? That's all you have to worry about off the bat. Do not worry about 8 bazillion things that you saw somewhere. It doesn't matter. Just focus on the one thing. After your 15 days, you can then basically for 15 days, you work on your shooting star, and then you do it again. In my opinion, you do it again. So you have 15 days to get another 500 PRV, and then you're certified. So you have your, I'm going to move comments away because I'm getting distracted. Because then you're certified. So then you have your first promotion. Then your next target is your 70 days. So that's your sensational start. So now you basically have 2 more months, less than a month and a half, to hit that next target. And again, you're still working with your sponsor, but it's probably not as not every other day or every day. It starts being maybe a couple times a week, depending on personalities and how much help everybody needs. So now, for those of you that get overwhelmed, plug your ears. But if you're like me, or like a lot of people that want to know everything, sorry, I was setting up a new thing. I'm going to try scent bags. Stay tuned. I taught myself how to do Scentsy. I hadn't smelt Scentsy. I hadn't seen Scentsy. I didn't know really what Scentsy was. And I didn't have anybody here to show me. I'd never been to a Scentsy party, nothing. And so I taught myself how to do Scentsy by watching YouTube videos. And I watched YouTube videos a lot. And I'd find the ones that I liked and fit my style. And then I wrote on cue cards, because I get really nervous talking in front of people. And so, but I booked 8 parties my first day in Scentsy. And so I was like, well, I better learn how to do a party, and I need to know how to do hostess coaching, and I need to know what's in a hostess pack. But I didn't worry about all those steps. I went, right now my calendar's empty, so I have to fill it. Do that first. Okay, now that it's filled, now what do I do? Okay, hostess packs. Okay, what do I put in a hostess pack? Okay, so then I did that and send it out. Okay, well, now how do I hostess coach? All right, so now I looked that up. All right, got that. And then I went, okay, so how do I do a party? And then I wrote that. And I had flashcards, and I used them for about a year and a half. I used flashcards at my parties because I didn't want to over talk, but I didn't want to forget the important things either. And when I get really nervous talking in front of people, I forget everything. So I used flashcards until I was asked to speak on stage at World Tour in Auckland, where they gave me a little Britney Spears headset. And then I went, oh my gosh, if I can talk to 250 people in a room and be fine, I can do a home party. And that was kind of, I still get hot, I still get flustered, but I am known for my home parties. I do quite a bit. I usually do about 100 home parties a month. Oh my God. I just felt sick when I said that. A year. So now I probably do a little bit less because I have a bigger team and I tend to work with my team a little bit more. So, but yes, so don't be afraid of things, but learn how to do them, and know that your consultant guide, workstation, team page, and YouTube, if we all died, but you live tomorrow, you could still learn how to do this business. It's all up to you and what you want to know and learn. The other thing I want to quickly mention with that is that there's a search bar in every Facebook group. So if you want to know something about hostess packs, put hostess pack or host pack in the search bar in our team page, and you'll see all the things come up. If you want fundraising information, put fundraising or fundraiser in the search bar in the Team Wunder Bar group, and you will get tons of things come up. There is over 5 years worth of training in Team Wunder Bar, but you just have to look for it. So use the search bar. Use the search bar in Team Wunder Bar. Use the search bar. You can use the search bar on Facebook to do the same thing. You can put hostess coach and put it in search bar, or Scentsy hostess, put Scentsy hostess coach. And then usually things come up from other groups and whatever. In workstation, when you go look for something and it's not in your normal things, go to Scentsy Success first. Then when you're in Scentsy Success, it'll give you 3 sections. One will be news, one will be something, and one is marketing. News. What the hell's the other one? There's 3 things. Anyway, there's 3 things, but you can use the search bar there. My tip for this is don't use all the words. Just put host and see what comes up. Don't put hostess coaching pack because nothing will come up. Just put host or launch party or you might have to switch your words. It is an American company, so sometimes you have to kind of use different words to find different things, but you can find them all. But it gets you have to get used to it a little bit. So use the search bar. Like today's special collection that came out, if you put good vibes or just vibes in the search bar in workstation, you'll get stuff. So use the search bars everywhere. Same thing with YouTube. Scentsy hostess coach, Scentsy party, Scentsy recruiting, Scentsy, you just, honest to God, it is a spiral hole, the rabbit hole that you're going to go down. There's so much out there. So again, and those of you, you can unplug your ears now if you want to listen. Also remember while you're listening to things that we are region specific in a lot of things. So we are region 3 in Australia, New Zealand. America, Canada, and Mexico are region 1. And region 2 is the UK, Spain, Germany, Netherlands, those kind of things, okay? And Austria and, So, so when someone's speaking, you usually can tell what they're talking about. but our PRV is not per dollar. This is going to be in your consultant guide, by the way. And we can talk about it at another time, but ours is not dollar per PRV. So just know that. 200 PRV makes you active, and that is 370 New Zealand dollars. And the easiest way to remember it is if you, let me go to pink tab. All right. Oh no, yellow tab. I tab all my catalogs. My customers, Alicia will know this. This is your hostess graph here. The first spot, that's active. So you have a party that's 370 New Zealand or higher, or 340 Australia. That is 200 PRV. 2 spots over, this one is 500 PRV. Okay, so that one is 925. So that's why I know it's 925. Now, of course, if there's Disney or charity, it might look a little bit different, but that's an easy way to remember. Active, 500 PRV. Okay, and when you're a new consultant, you are pretty much getting all the host rewards and everything for yourself, so you can do some shopping for free and half price. Let's see. Number 5, stay positive. In Team Wonder Bar, there is no negativity, no bitching, no complaining, no whining, no venting. If you have a problem and you need to get your frustrations out, the rule is vent up, which means vent to your sponsor privately. Do not come on the page and start blowing off steam, because it will get deleted immediately. If there's something that is negative, I usually delete it, and then, or I have 2 people watching for me and they know what I expect, and it will be deleted and they will show me so that I can address it with you when I wake up because I have a different hours in my life than everybody else. I usually go to bed at 2 or 3 in the morning and I sleep until about 11:30 in the morning. So the people that get up at 7 o'clock or whenever, they can watch the page until then. The other thing that I hate, just to get it off the bat, is the thing, has this happened to anybody else? I delete those, and then I don't even tell you why, because I don't believe in complaining about something and wasting everybody's time, because it doesn't matter if it happened to 50 of us. If we can't fix it, it's not productive. So if there's a problem with your product, or there's a problem with your order, or something's wonky, just call consultant support and they will handle it for you and they can fix it for you, and then it's done. Where if you start putting it becomes this place where people just complain and vent, and it just becomes a yucky place. And that's not what I want my team page to be. I've worked really hard to get it where it is. So again, you can always complain to your sponsor privately, because they have been there and they don't usually get affected and brought down. But if you came in as a new consultant and you just saw people bitching, you wouldn't want to be here. So that's why we take the negative poo-poo stuff out in the back, where the dumpsters are in the store. Yeah, out there. That's where we put that. So if it's not a solution-based question, sometimes it's like, and some things can be really well-intentioned. And I know I've caught a couple of you people posting something, and then I just watch, because it walks the line of, ooh, if the wrong people with the wrong headspace come on here and comment, it can go downhill very quickly. So sometimes I just leave it to trust, and then I'll be like, and we're done. So either commenting will be shut off by me or one of my girls, or it will just be, the thing will be deleted. So please be considerate. Please be kind. Please have manners and say thank you. This is something that I swear new consultants, I feel like, I don't know if they think it's a social media thing so they don't have to, but if people took time out of their day to say welcome or congratulations, can you please go and say thank you? It's really rude when you don't. They didn't have to do that. I don't have a gun to their head telling them, say it. They took time out of their day and they they were nice enough to do that. So say thank you. Same thing with the public ones. People that you may not know may be saying welcome and congratulations, and you either don't say thank you to anybody and you just like the post, or you say thank you to just me, but I'm not the only one that said congratulations and welcome. So please know that we do try to have a warm heart. Scentsy is about simplicity, authenticity, and generosity. It's about giving more than you take. And I believe that contains good manners. Now, I'm old-fashioned and I believe in good manners. So it's sad sometimes that I have to reteach them to adults. But please say thank you. Please welcome new people. Please say happy birthday when it's people's birthday or Scentiversary. Take time to make somebody else smile and feel good. That's it. It's thinking about other people and not yourself. And that really is the crux of this business from start to finish. This business is never about you. It's always about making other people smile. It's always about just making someone's day better. And it's about building relationships and making an impact and inspiring other people. This is not McDonald's. It is not a drive-through where you just sign somebody up or you sell them a scent pack and you never talk to them again. That's not what we do. That's not this business. You can run it that way, but you'll probably run it into the ground. So you'll also know I'm very blunt. All right. Let me quick zoom back. Okay. Just checking back if there's any other questions. I already went through that. Any product or order glitches, contact consultant support. If you go into Workstation during certain times of the day, you can do a chat, which is fun and easy. If it's important, I do suggest you call them. They're so nice and they help you with everything. Even if you're having a bad day, they will just talk to you and tell you how great you're doing and welcome, and they're lovely. So, and right now they're working from home, so it's even more fun because you can talk about all lots of things. 7. Okay. This one's a long one. Please work with your sponsor. Their job is to be your GPS and your coach, no matter what their goals are. I don't care if they're personal use or if they want to be a director. It doesn't matter. It matters what your goals are. So whatever your goals are, you talk to your sponsor and you tell them so that they can coach you and guide you accordingly. If you need more support and you have discussed this with your sponsor, but they haven't played tennis and hit it back and forth with you and they're not giving you what you need, it is okay to reach up above them to the next person, to your next leader, or if it's me, you can lead up to me. The other thing is some people don't get along with people. They might not mesh well. They might have different personalities or different styles. But there is no reason to not succeed in Scentsy except for you and your headspace. It doesn't really matter who your sponsor is. It matters who your downline are and that you build. So I had to reach up past 3 people to finally get the support I wanted when I joined. And I didn't get really a lot of support until after I was a director. I became a director in 7 months. And I did it pretty much on my own and with YouTube. So I finally made that connection and I finally made the relationship with our superstar director, Jacqueline Roy. But it took me going, you're not helping me. I've asked you and told you what I need, and I don't need much because I'm very self-sufficient, but you are pretty much useless. So move next. I knew what I wanted and I knew exactly how I wanted to be helped. And everybody was just off in their own world because of whatever was going on in their lives. And so I just kept going, can you help me? Can you help me? This is what I'm looking for. So if you are determined to succeed and do something with this, do not hesitate to reach above, but first talk to your sponsor because they deserve that opportunity to be your leader. And don't be afraid of the confrontation of like, hey, I could use some more support from you. Can we talk? And because maybe they don't know. So just give them a chance. But again, feel free to reach up. Branch out and build friendships outside of Team Wunder Bar. Attend events. That's huge. Number 8, always have a party link open on your PWS. When people shop from that party link, you rack up free and half price Scentsy credit with your host credit in that party. So talk to your sponsor about that if you're not sure what I'm talking about, but make sure every single month or all the time you have an open party on your PWS that you are racking up free and half price Scentsy with. Especially for you guys that are just coming in for personal use and to get friends and family, you want as much free product and half price product as you possibly can, right? Open the damn party link on your PWS. Number 9, this is one of the biggest mistakes every new consultant makes. When you submit, and I tell people before you submit your order, talk to me, because I want to make sure that you get everything you're entitled to. 98% of the time they go, oh, no, I got it. And I'm like, did you get your perpetual? What's that? And I'm like, Don't forget your perpetual reward. It's another half price item that you get, but it's located somewhere else. It's under party summary. So don't forget to redeem that. And so talk to your sponsor about that. It's something everybody screws up with and forgets or doesn't know about. So the other thing, post your shooting star dates and your sensational start dates. Put it on Post-it notes or put it somewhere where you can see it all the time. And then basically what you want to do is consistently talk to and share Scentsy with every single person that has a nose and that could use some extra money. Have fun with things. Your enthusiasm and your passion and your attitude and your vibe is really what builds a business. People do business with who they know, like, and trust. And if you don't let them get to know you, they don't know if they like you, and they certainly don't know if they should trust you. So really put some good vibrations out there. Be ready to hear no often, because that happens, but you just go next and you just go to the next person. A director, they always say, is somebody that was a consultant that heard more no's. And it's true. It's not going to be for everybody. Remember, it's like a cup of coffee or a pack of gum, and you're sitting somewhere and you go, can I get you a cup of coffee? And I say, no, I don't drink coffee. It's not like you cry and quit and throw your pot down. You just go, okay, and you put it down and you go to the next person. Would you like some coffee? Same thing with a stick of gum. Did you want gum? Mint? Gum? Mint? No, thank you. No, thank you. Do you lose your shit because they said no, thank you? Do you take it personally because they said no, thank you? No. Maybe they have jaw issues and that's why they don't want your damn gum. Don't take things personally. Just do the job and share. That's it. That's the simplicity of this business. Prizes. I'm going to quickly zoom through these. I know we're like getting later. We started a smidge late, but I am somebody. If you have questions, you can have them keep coming. I'll just keep swiping and making sure. If you're somebody like me, the first thing I did when I got my consultant guide was I flipped to the back of the consultant guide and looked at the prizes. I went, right. Now we didn't get our kits for weeks back then. Like, holy crap, it took forever. Weeks and weeks and weeks. Like, weeks and weeks and weeks. But I knew that, one, I could earn extra money if I got to 2,000 PRV every month. I also knew that because when you get to 2,000 PRV in a month, you get a charm. So I was like, ooh, I want to get the charms. And I remember following somebody on Instagram and she had bracelets with all the charms on them. And I was like, oh my God, I want those. And I remember writing her going, I want to be like that one day. And I remember her probably thinking I was weird. But anyway, she still keeps up with me because I have charms now. And I wear them as my CV. So now the people that have been on my team for a while will be laughing right now because they'll be like, there goes Patty and her damn charms again. I have them on necklaces. You get a bracelet But the bracelet was, after a while, I just didn't use the bracelet anymore. It just didn't work for me. So right now I have a dual necklace, and I have a third necklace that I'm going to start that comes a little bit lower than this. But you get 2,000 charms. Now they changed the charms to the blue ones. But for every 2,000 PRV month you have, you got a 2,000 charm. There's some more on this one. But then you also have top sales, top sponsor, shooting star, your lifetime PRV. So there's so many awards that you can win. And I wear these at Scentsy events, especially if I'm doing trainings, because I do believe it's my resume. That's my CV, if you will. But I know you've seen the Sensational Start Warmer, the Star Warmer. You can also get the plaque for level 3. So this is something that you get from Scentsy when you get Sensational Start level 3. When you get charms, you also get certificates with it. I have them bulldog clipped to each specific title. So this top sales of the month. Those are all those, but I have them all pinned up of those. When your Sensational Start pins look like those, and you get a certificate. This is an old certificate. You get a prettier one now, but this is when I got Sensational Start. And then we have SFR coming up. It's going to be virtual this year, but then you get ribbons on your lanyard, and they're doing ribbons even virtually. You can order those and pay for a different pack of those. So there's lots of ways that you can get. For every Scentsy trip that you take, you get pins at those as well. So I've earned 10 trips with Scentsy. So pins with that. I haven't earned annual sales yet. I've been 1,000 away from it twice. But I have earned annual mentor. This means that you help 14 people reach certified in a year. So a trophy and a plaque and a bonus, and get the nice plaque. And you get a financial bonus with that. And you get to walk across stage, and there's always something. They're very big on recognition. And I think most people get recognized in life for what they do wrong. And it's a really refreshing thing for a lot of people to get recognized for what they do right. So there you are. So I hope, does any new teamies right now watching, any questions on anything I said? And then I'm going to quickly go through my top 10 for new sponsors. Top 10, if you have questions, have them coming, and I'm going to start with the top 10 for sponsors. Number 1, thanks, Chelsea. Number 1 for new sponsors, don't overwhelm your new teamies with step 1 to 20. Just give them step 1. Just go one at a time. They will ask you more questions. If they are someone who likes to know everything. You should have a roadmap to guide your new teamie though. And you'll know within the first week what speed your teamie is at. There are some people that I will talk to them the second day, and I'll say, okay, so today let's go through this. And they're like, oh, I already did that. Oh, I already did that. I love those people. They're good to go. They're quick to learn. But some take a little longer, or some are technically challenged, or some just, I don't know. So you will figure it out, but have some sort of roadmap that you kind of go along and just check in. And their checklist on Workstation is a great thing to go through as well, and go through Workstation with them and see if they have any questions. Yep, it sure is. Don't forget to tag your new consultant in the new consultant album and the link tree in announcements, and welcome them publicly. I know a lot of people welcome them into our team page. You guys have been doing great at that. But don't forget to welcome them and tag them out in public on their public page, on their feed, because it does two things. It shows that you are working your business and it's growing, and it advertises for them that they now have a business and people should talk to them about their Scentsy stuff. And it allows people to welcome them and congratulate them. It is marketing for them. And if you teach them how to do it right, I always say, everybody that welcomes you every day, go back and say thank you to 3 of them. Because what happens is it keeps that post up in everybody's news feeds. If you do them all in one day, you've pumped it for the day, but you could milk it for the week if you wanted to. So again, Facebook algorithms. Comments matter, likes and loves don't. So get people to comment, and that will keep your posts and it in front of people longer. The first 48 to 72 hours are really important for the new consultant. So you make sure as a sponsor that you are connecting with them. If I let them kind of nosy around for about 24 hours, because there's a lot to look at. But within that 24 hours, I come back to them and go, okay, well, let's set this up and let's set this up. And a lot of times people will just say, oh, I already did that. Not many, but a lot. Like, it depends on their personality. 3, make sure that they have their website active, that it's set up correctly, and show them how to personalize it, because it really matters. People are shopping for consultants, and they're going to compare stories, and they want to see a picture. They don't want a generic picture. That shows them nothing. When you have a photo of yourself on things, people connect with you better. It's just like you should always have a photo on your business card, because people don't throw them away as easily. They feel bad. Seriously. All right. Number 3. Oh, yep. Was that one. Number 4, compliance. This is probably one of the yucky things about being a sponsor, but if you do it in the beginning, you don't have to kind of not scold them, but you don't have to pull them up about it later. So if you go through the couple of tidbits about compliance prior to them posting everywhere, it really helps, because otherwise, if I see it and it's wrong, I have to approach them and say, you need to fix this. You can't say that. Can you take it down? So, yes. So please, please, please. There's basically 2 big compliance things, 2 no-nos. The first one is Disney and charity items. Disney and charity items. There's a whole section on Disney compliance and workstation, and in the unit section, there's also a unit on Disney compliance. You cannot use any Disney photo unless it is from marketing tab, and then you cannot touch it. You cannot add anything. You cannot shrink it. You cannot put it on anything. You cannot crop it. Nothing. You have to leave it as it is, because legally it is licensed. Same thing with the charity warmer, the sparkle, whatever the hell it's called. You too can be a Scentsy director. This is kind of for sparkle with all your heart. This one, you cannot take a photo of the catalog and post it. It's a no-no. You cannot take a photo of the Disney products in the catalog or off your website and post it. No. Only the photos on workstation can be used for charity and Disney. Or if you have the product and you take a photo, you can use that photo. It can be a live photo, but you cannot tweak it, crop it, or put verbiage or words over it. Usually it's you like holding it, because then nobody else can use the picture either. And it's your branding, and people are more interested in your face than seeing just this and nothing else. So you can use your own photos if you take them. Like if you have the new warmer and you hold it up and you're like, holy crap, this is amazing. That's cool, but you cannot go over and go, get this for just this much. That's a no-no, okay? So that's a big one. Don't touch any charity or Disney stuff. Just don't touch it, but use the marketing photos and you're good. The second one is personal specials. If Scentsy isn't offering it in the catalog or on your website, it is a personal special. So you cannot say, like my page today and go in a draw to get a free bar. You can say, like my page and go in a draw, but you can't say for what or the value. But you can't say something like, buy a 6-pack of wax today and get a free hand cream. No, what you can say is, contact me about my special today. You can say wax special as well. Now they've changed it. Now you can say wax special, but you can't say what it is. And you can't put a dollar amount on anything. So with compliance, personal specials, Disney and charity. Those are your 3 biggies. Oh, the 4th one, because I had to talk to somebody about this. You are not allowed to use the Scentsy corporate logo on anything. This logo, you are not allowed to use that. It's in the new consultant album. You cannot use the Scentsy corporate logo. You have to use the independent Scentsy consultant logo on everything. You cannot use the Scentsy corporate logo. So that one's quite easy, but I had to tell somebody the other day. You also can't use the word Scentsy when you name a page or a group, because it's not Scentsy. You are an independent Scentsy consultant. You do not work for Scentsy. You have your own business, and you need to tell your teamies this, because they don't understand. They think they work for Scentsy. They don't. What's on my top? What on your shirt? What? I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. On your top. What about my top? You're making me all like, That's exactly right. The logo. Yes! On my top. This one's the one you're allowed to use. Sorry, I didn't understand what you meant. But I saw somebody using the corporate logo as their picture on their business page. I'm like, no. And they had the word Scentsy in their page. And I was like, no. That will bring you legal trouble. Because, yeah. So, please, please, please. Please. That I did. Please, please, please tell your new teamies this. It's not a lot, but just please tell them so that we don't have to be like, can you take that down? It's wrong. Because if you keep hearing something's wrong, you get really deflated. So why not set them up for success, and so that they don't have to get, sorry, that's wrong. Sorry, that's wrong. Sorry, that's wrong. Nobody likes to hear that. So set them up for success. Launch party. Everybody should be helping their new teamies with the launch party. Obviously, right now we can't do them in person, but whether it's online, you should be putting product good. Show your teamies in the event what a proper post should look like, because it shouldn't just be a picture. It should have feeling. It should have, I do emojis, but it should give people an idea of personality. You should have real life photos. You can have some marketing photos. You should have details, so that because you're basically training your new teamie like she's a guest, but she's training. So you kind of are running the party yourself. And if I do launch parties in person, I do all the work, and they are now watching through a consultant eye as opposed to a client eye or a customer eye. So make sure that you are doing the same thing you would do for a host. You are trying to make sure that she sells the most product to get the most free and half price stuff for herself to build her business and to reach shooting star. So make sure that you are doing the work too. Don't just go, oh, I'll just sit here and I'll just answer questions. If they're cool with that, great. But I would say 98% of my team, I looked the other day, I've recruited 96 people since I started. Currently, I have 52 personal team members that I myself have. And I think most of them, unless they live farther away, but then I do a live for them or something like that. But right now, I don't care if you're doing bingo parties or if you're going live somehow and showing the products or whatever, work it out with your teamie. But you need to be setting them up for success, and you need to be able to kind of show them the ropes. Okay? They're going to be nervous. They're not sure what to do. They don't want to get in trouble, and they just kind of don't know where to find everything quite yet. You know, I do tell people you can, you know, my teamies, if like Misty joined, and I said, you could go back to your party that I did for you because I had great posts in her party, and you can take that and use those. And I'm still going to take those and use them because I worked hard on those. And so if I just copy and paste them into the new party, then that's cool. Number 6, stick to step 1, shooting star, then go to step 2, which is certified, then go to step 3, which is either lead consultant or sensational start. It's usually one of the two. Don't blow their minds with all the fucking details that they don't need. Excuse my French. If you guys don't like swearing, you might not want to listen to me ever. Just stick to one thing at a time. It's a lot easier. It's a lot less stressful. And do you know when your person hits shooting star, you get a $40 bonus, plus you get a bead, a charm, and you get a certificate? Like, they get stuff, but you get stuff too. All right? All right. 7, celebrate all the positive steps, text messages, voice messages, Marco Polo. For me, Marco Polo is life-changing, and it helps me really get to know my team, and it helps me to get to know people because I read people well where I don't like texting. And a lot of times I don't have time to text or read, so I'd rather do it with voice. Plus, it makes you more comfortable seeing you videoing because in this day and age, going live will change your business. So you do need to go live if you really do want to grow this business, and online especially. So I'm just saying. Number 8, this is an important one. You don't have to know everything. Everybody else says, I know everything. I'm like, not really. I know a lot, don't get me wrong. But then some stuff changes. Like, I used to be the compliance queen, and then all of a sudden they change stuff, and now I'm like, so I always write them, and I'm like, is this right or is this wrong? Is this right? Is this wrong? And sometimes they go, oh no, that's okay. And I went, really? Okay. So you don't have to know everything, but you should know where to find the answers. If you don't, ask your sponsor for guidance. Then you take it to your teamie. Do not tell your teamie, I don't know, ask Patty. That is not a leader. That's a cop-out. And that is not customer service. And you don't learn that way. So if Susie joined April's team and Susie asked a question that April didn't ask, April comes to me and says, and doesn't know the answer, April comes to me and says, hey, I'm not sure where to find this. Where do I find the answer for this? And then I tell her, she finds the answer, and then she can instruct her teamie as if. Okay? Please, God, I don't want 100 people coming to me with the same question. I don't know. She told me to come to you. Ugh, drives me insane. I love you, but drives me insane. Like, that is not a leader. That is not a leader. That is a lazy cop-out. Number 9, remain positive with your teamies. Your tone sets the tone for your team. If you are a leader, even if you have one person, you are a leader. So they have trusted you to sponsor and mentor them no matter how big or small their goals are. Again, we aren't McDonald's. When somebody joins your team, they're watching you, they're relying on you, they're trusting you. They are basically going, I trust you, help me do this. And you don't just sign them up and then not talk to them or not communicate with them, or just because they didn't answer you, you don't answer them or contact them ever again. That's not how this works. First, you make sure that you have 500 PRV every single month. Once you have one person, you should have at least 500 PRV every single month, or you don't get paid your bonus on any of your team. Easy as that, right? I have to have 500 PRV every single month, or I don't get paid as a director. If I had $4.99, I'd get paid as a superstar consultant, most basically. So you have to have 500 PRV. That should be a goal for you all the time. 500 PRV every single month. The other thing is, if that's not your goal, that you don't care that you're not getting paid on anybody that you're helping, and you just want to see them succeed, that's great. But please make sure that you still are helping them, no matter if your goal is very tiny compared to their big goal. You still have to help them get to their goal, no matter what your personal goal is, okay? I still have to respect the people that go, I'm just going to place an order every 4 months. And I know the people that lie and say that because they're too afraid to admit, because they think they're going to fail. But I do have certain people that I understand their lives, and we have talked extensively, and that is what they're going to do. And they're totally happy with that. And every 4 months, like clockwork, there's an order. And so but I just let them do that, and I keep them in the loop with things, and I still say hi, and I still send them the text 3 times a month, and I still do things. You still need to reach out to your teamies. You still need to make constant connections. You still need to talk to them. Yes, you can talk about personal things too, but again, it's going to range. We're not here to pressure people, but if somebody says, oh, I really want that, that gives me license to say, great, well, how should we do this? And then we go through planning their time and looking at what's in their life and getting to know them better, and then going, okay, well, here's a goal for the week, and setting them, and then you coach them accordingly. But honest to God, please take care of your team. Set up your Amy templates. This is probably number 10. Set up your Amy templates for your team. There's a start at the month, mid-month, and end of month. And I will tell you, since they came out, the team templates, I can tell a change in my team numbers. I can tell my quiet ones that don't order that often, I can see a difference in their orders. Because I've also changed the way I do my team templates, because at first it was just checking in and things like that. But I wanted this night to be training. So I put like a newsletter together by text. And it has the highlights so they know what's kind of coming. And then they can choose to go look at what they need to go look at. But connection, stay connected to your team members. Even if they're ignoring you, you still stay connected, because you still do your job, even if they're not doing theirs. And sometimes they think you don't want to, that you'd be disappointed in them. People say, I don't want to disappoint you. I'm like, I have zero expectations for my team. If they do something, great. If they don't, fine. I need customers too. And that's how I introduce everybody when they come into this business. You should try it. If after 4 months you're like, this isn't really for me, then you just go back to being my customer. It's no big deal. So don't feel bad. But you're not disappointing me. You're disappointing you maybe, but you're not disappointing me. So keep doing great things. Keep sharing this with people. Please remember that if you're not sharing it, you're being really selfish, because there's a lot of people out there that could use some extra money right now and have an online business and make some extra money. So, yeah, so that's it for that. All right. Any questions from anybody? We're almost right on an hour. Well, we're a little over an hour, but not bad for me. I knew tonight we'd have a lot. And normally I would have a different kind of training, but we had so many new people come in and so many new sponsors. So I thought, okay, let's do this instead. So anybody have any questions that you want to ask? Bingo. I didn't understand the top thing. I'm so sorry. Oh, she told me how to say your name. It's not Sean. It's Cian or oh, I'm sorry. Cian. I remember she did the pronunciation from it, and I was like, oh, thank God you did that. And now I can't remember. But yes, there's a lot of those going on right now. Serena can show you the links. She's seen the links on how to do them, so she can share them with you. I'm really sorry for killing your name. All right. I'll give one more minute and then I'm going to go. But just so that all the sponsors know, I have started something new this month where I text every single new person that comes into Team Wunder Bar. Sharn, thank you. So I have texted every single person that's come into Team Wunder Bar this month. And your last at the end of the month. Serena, you had one at the end of the month. And I just welcome them from me as their director. So that's something new. And again, I just talked about Shooting Star with them. So, but I wanted to reach out because I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable if they have to come to me at some point. So that's more or less why I did that. And so I do have a question. What's on your bottom inner, the white? Sharn, the white? Is that what that? It's just eyeshadow, if that's what you're talking about. This is a really quick makeup look. Most people will tell you I usually have like mermaid eyes, but with my swollen face, I'm just like, eh. Oh, cool. Yes, it is by Organics, I think it's called, and it's a very white sparkly shadow. It's also all over my eyelid, but I put more here to open up the eye. I'm a makeup artist as well. I'm glad you all found this helpful. I hope everybody found it helpful. I know my climbers group has been doing lots of things. So, and if anybody becomes a star consultant this week, you're going to get invited to a special program from our SSD, Jacqueline Roy. So that might be on some people's lists. All right. Sharn, if you need to know what it is, I can send you the information. All right. Good night, everybody. Have an amazing 15 days. Just go out and have some fun and share it with everybody, and don't be afraid, and step outside your comfort zone and have fun with it. Be silly. Learn to laugh at yourself. If you go live and you're when your kit comes, unbox it and show people. Sniff the scents. People love to watch you smell the scents and describe them. Well, my face doesn't lie when I smell things, but that's one of the fun things that people love to watch me do. So those are things. Get your husbands or partners or kids to sit next to you and stay all on camera and smell and see what everybody thinks. So have fun with this. The more fun and the more you get people involved, the better you do and the more you sell. So, all right. Good night, everybody. Thank you, Lou. Bye.